Hello, hello, hello. It is Dr. V, your favorite holistic physician. I am so happy to be here with you today. And let's see, we are doing our live stream. I'm using StreamYard. Lovely, lovely, lovely. All right, I'm getting started. I'm getting everything going. I'm so excited for you to be here. All right. So this might be a little bit awkward. There's a little bit of a delay, but hey, it's the first one. All right, let's see. So I am excited. I think I'm gonna have to cut. Hey, two people. All right. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and just share my information. And then I'll check back periodically to YouTube to see if you guys have any questions. But tonight, I really just wanted to introduce my new healthcare model. And I think it's important to state that, okay, I'm gonna hold back. I'm gonna hold back. All right. So thank you for joining. I am Dr. Benita Vernado. I am a medical doctor. I am a board certified OBGYN and a lifestyle medicine physician. I have created a holistic well care center called OUI, and it is dedicated to helping people, particularly women, where my perimenopausal women at, particularly women in helping to prioritize their health and specifically give you all the tools the tools to address the root cause. So I am really excited to kind of kick off a series on YouTube. We'll be showing up live at least once a week. So if you will subscribe to our YouTube channel, you will get the messages that we are going live. So you will not miss an episode and you can post you can actually get your questions in. So let's get started. I just have to comment on what is going on in the healthcare marketing sphere right now, particularly marketing to perimenopausal women and menopausal women. Uh, but it's all the same. It's with weight loss. It's with diabetes. Our system is a sick care system, which means if you have a problem, you go get it fixed. Not We're not preventing you from getting a problem. Yeah, you get your annual checkup, but really in our society, most people go to the doctor when they have a problem. And so what I'm trying to impress upon you is, what if you don't need the pill, you don't need all the doctor visits, you don't need all the labs? What if the missing element in your health is you? I'm just saying. What if it's you? What if it's you? What I will tell you now is that if anyone is giving you a solution that requires nothing of you, nothing, in order to get the change, then it's just a band aid. It is just a band aid. So when you are, I mean, even if you go and let's say you have appendicitis and you need your appendix out, you at least need to rest and recover and get somewhere and sit down while you heal. So most treatments that we're going to give you are going to require something. They're going to require your input. And what I'm proposing to you is that the model that I'm using for my clients is that you are the head coach. on your squad, right? You're the head coach of your team. Your doctors, nutritionists, specialists, we're like your assistants, but you're the head coach. So you call the shots, right? So anything that needs to be done, now, granted, you don't have a medical degree like Dr. V, but I want you to understand that you are an active participant. You get to ask the questions. You get to really impress upon us what it is that you need, and you shouldn't be rushed. You shouldn't be rushed into doing that. So um, I just want us to understand to take some of the reliance off of the prescriptions, the surgeries, the injections. It requires something. I was recently speaking to a group of women about perimenopause and menopause and saying that this is a transition. And any transition that you go through, you're going to be different at the end. And it requires that you conduct your life differently. So, for example, if you went to college, or you're leaving home, like once you get out into the real world and you're working and you're doing all the things, you probably can't party and hang out with your friends like you used to. Like, something is different. A huge transition for women is pregnancy. So once your body goes through pregnancy, your body is different. Then at the end, Lord willing, you have this beautiful baby that you have to take care of. Your whole life is different. Something is required of you to change. It's a transition. You're going to be different afterwards. And it's not a bad thing, right? It's not a bad thing to go through pregnancy and have a child. That's a blessing. But there's some things that you have to do to adapt to the new you. And unfortunately, what I'm hearing a lot of is, okay, get the HRT, get the injection, like fix all the stuff, when we really haven't told you the key elements needed to run this body. God is not surprised that you're going through menopause or perimenopause or whatever condition. There are some fundamental things that you can do at a base level that will help you run the body that has been created. It can heal itself, it can fix itself, it can balance itself. Part of the problem, though, is that we're putting too many things in it. Our lifestyles are too crazy, and the body can't do what the body was designed to do. So then when things get off track, we're reaching for the pill, the supplement. Let me check the lab to see what's out of whack, right? So I'm not against medicine. I'm not against the healthcare system. I'm just saying that by itself is not going to be enough. And so on this podcast, Just Say Yes with Dr. V, we're going to be showing you what you can do to take back control of your health. What you can do to take back control of your health, to get this body working the way that it was designed to work, right? Why do I call it Just Say Yes? I call it Just Say Yes because you're going to have to do something. You know that. You do know that. Hold on, y'all. Which camera am I using? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong camera. You know that you're going to have to do something to change, right? Even though you feel like, okay, I've gotten the medicine and I feel better, at some point you're like, okay, wait, am I going to have to be on this for the rest of my life? And that's usually when people come see me because they're like, wait a minute, I don't want to be on a pill for the rest of my life, right? So when we're using pills, we're addressing symptoms usually. And if nothing is required of you, nothing is required that you change. You don't need to sleep more. You don't need to eat differently. That I promise you, that is a Band-Aid. That is a Band-Aid. And it may be a Band-Aid that you'll have to take for the rest of your life unless you do some changing. You hear me? All right. So it's going to take you. You cannot outsource your healing. You cannot outsource your healing. And so we are here to help you create a life, to create a life that optimizes what your body can do, how to reduce your stress, how to get more sleep, how to keep moving and get exercising, what types of foods you need to eat, what things you need to avoid. 70 to 80% of chronic diseases um, can be eliminated, managed, or reversed by just your lifestyle. By just your lifestyle. Dr. V, I got so and so, and they said I got this rare condition. So, okay, you might be in the 20%, but I'm talking to the 70 to 80% today. That's who we're talking to. And at minimum, even if you do have a rare condition, if you can optimize what your body can do, you'll probably manage that chronic condition way better. All right, y'all. I'm looking at my notes. Let's see. So one thing that, and this will be an upcoming episode, lab work, lab work, lab work. There's a lot of money spent in that, and doctor visits, and a lot of money in supplements. Some of the testing is unnecessary. It just is. I think it gives you a sense of peace to say, I know where I am, but it doesn't help us solve your problem, or I'm not going to use that clinically. So this will be a whole episode. I'll just give you a glimpse. But when perimenopausal women are checking their hormones and they want to balance their hormones, they're checking estrogen, progesterone, testosterone. This is the time where your ovaries aren't going to be working anyway. Like, we know that it's going to be off. We know it's going to be low. No surprise. No surprise. There is one, it's called an FSH. You don't necessarily have to get that checked to confirm perimenopause, but that one may be the most useful. But the specific hormones don't necessarily help us clinically. It confirms what we know, and we don't need a lab to say, oh, you're 51, your periods are changing, you're having hot flashes. Let's do $500 worth of lab work to figure out what's going on. No, we don't need that. We just don't. But more later about that. The other thing is that there's a whole push to have your hormones balanced now. Hormones balanced. So for perimenopausal women, it's really the sex hormones that you're thinking about, but insulin is a hormone. Cortisol is a hormone. And those two are usually out of whack and causing you probably most of the issues that you're seeing. And there are ways to balance your hormones, but it's not just the isolation of a specific set. In order for your hormones, all of your hormones to be balanced, there is a way of life that you need to live. And just another sneak peek, chronic stress has to be dealt with. Boundaries have to be set. Things have got to change. Women, our estrogen levels are dropping. That nurturing spirit that we had before, we don't be caring no more. We don't. And so this is a great time to pause and say, what needs to go? What needs to stay? Are you with me? You with me? The real root cause of health, or the real things that we need to address when we're talking about health, is we need to look at how your life, what your day-to-day looks like. How are you eating? How are you sleeping? How are you managing stress? Do you move your body enough? Are you drinking alcohol? Are you doing drugs? Are you popping more opiates than you need to? That probably isn't everyone, but surprisingly, when it comes to this perimenopause period, people are desperate. What do your relationships look like? Do your kids talk to you? Are you lonely? These things are important, and purpose is really, really huge. Purpose is huge. I'll do an episode on that where we will show how purpose is related to your overall health. And I experienced it myself. But me and my little aura ring, I saw that my stress level went from stressed to restored when I was actually working in my purpose. So, part of a health and wellness plan, it is required that we address what gifts you have and making sure that you are working on purpose and you have meaning in your life and you feel fulfilled. That's going to be huge. And honestly, y'all, pills aren't gonna fix that. HRT ain't gonna fix it. It's just not. Now, if you snapping at everybody, or you're like waking up with your sheets wet, yes, let's address the symptoms. But there are things that you need to do to maintain your health and wellness, to sustain the transition. So let's see. I think I'll just leave you with a few more points that your body is sending you signals. If things aren't right, if you're tired, it's sending you a signal. We just got to listen. We got to figure out what we're doing, what needs to be done, and I'm going to help you with that. Please, please, please stay tuned. Oh, let's see. I can do a banner. Look at this, y'all. Watch this. I think I can do it. Ooh, go to We Wellcare, OUI wellcare.com, and you can sign up. We have visits, but just join, just stay connected, and get a newsletter, and just get the messages of when we'll be on live so we can answer your questions. All right, let's see. Um, all right, I'm going to see if we have any comments. Uh-oh, I don't think I was supposed to do that. Let me see. Does this work? Hey, y'all. Okay. So, this is really fun. I don't have a production manager. This is just me. This is so fun. Uh, so yeah, your body is not portraying you. Um, And our goal isn't just to control symptoms. Our goal isn't to put band aids on stuff. We're going to change. And I'm going to show you how. I'm going to show you how. Dr. V, how do you know? Well, I'm going to tell you. I I was divinely inspired to leave my full-time private practice of over 20 years to start this wellness center. I was burned out. I was burned out. And I wasn't really operating in my gifts, and it was draining. I was being rushed. Now I have an hour with my patients. I can talk. I can listen. I can get to the root of the problem. And that's where we can affect change and true healing, true transformation that's going to last. That's going to last. So, again, I'm not against medicine, but medicine, supplements, surgeries, eating keto, they're things that it's just not enough. We have to look at your life holistically, holistically, and how you're living, how much screen time you're having, how much Netflix you're doing. That is really a part of the problem. That's part of the problem. And I will tell you this, I am not I'm not shaming anybody. I've been where you are, but you're going to have to do something. And we're here to actually show you how to make the changes and work with you one on one. I am building a system where you have a concierge physician, you have someone who's walking with you. We come up with a lifestyle plan customized to you. Now, everybody potentially won't be able to have a one on one with Dr. V and be able to text Dr. V and call her up when they need her, or the other specialists, the pharmacists, the nutritionists, the other specialists, cardiologists, neurologists. You might not have the funds, but We will be offering groups, and we will always be offering information that is accessible. Because one thing I don't believe is that um, God doesn't provide healing just for those who can afford it. He wants all of us healed. And I really believe that I found the the path forward, the new model that's necessary. And it is including spirituality. So God has to be in the picture somewhere. He's going to have to reveal things that we don't even know. We're going to have to get on purpose. We're definitely going to have a community and have some support. And we've got to heal this mind and body. And I'll be sharing my infographic with you guys. But really, the first thing is we got to get your mind and body right so you can step in and walk into purpose. Because if you're not sleeping, if you're not feeling well, if you're always tired, then maybe watching Netflix all night is the best you can do. So we're going to get you feeling better. We're going to then build a support network and then make sure that you are aligning with your purpose and your gifts and making your life point towards that star. So, all right, that is all I have. This was really just an intro video. Uh, in order to really kind of niche down, uh, I'm really decided that I'm going to start. This information is for everybody, but for any woman who's perimenopausal, menopausal, it really is for you. It really is for you. So I've got the tools. I've got the path forward. Please stay connected. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for watching. So stay connected. Go to ouywellcare.com, or if you're watching YouTube now, just click the subscribe button, and we'll be notifying you when we go live again. All right. Take care. Signing off, Dr. V.